As an architect, I love having clients. I wouldn't want to just be a developer and build projects, that may be sold and you have no client interaction. So I think it really makes a project much richer to listen to many different voices. I think that's what architects, who hopefully are good architects, do. They listen. We had a number of community workshops where we took the design concepts actually to the community. We had evening meetings at a school nearby and listened to what people liked and didn't like about the concept and integrated as much as we could of what they liked. And originally this was a Jewish community center, and there was a large mural on the side of the building, and they wanted a mural back on this building knowing that that building was going away. So there were very strong sentiments about wanting the mural. They wanted a building that was lower to the south so that it wasn't so large on the boulevard and a little bit taller to the north. And so we made the building step up along 26th Street, which is right out there. When it comes to low-income housing, you're limited to using inexpensive materials, and you need to do it in creative ways. So everything that we have on this building is effectively going to hold up for many, many years. You can't really design a building and think of what is it going to look like on its first day. You need to design a building and think of what is it going to look like in 20 years. Will it look as good? And so we're using plaster on the outside. It's classic modernist material. It's used throughout Southern California. It's going to hold up. We're using something called hardy panel that looks like wood, but it's cementatious, and it's going to hold up forever. In terms of recycled materials, the building structure, the steel, all of our railings are all recycled steel product. It's great that it's reused, and we have a very large tower right behind you that's made of this material, which is effectively recycled. But most of our materials aren't exotic. It's kind of like using actually more basic, inexpensive materials in creative ways.
Every unit is brand new. I feel privileged to be here. You move into a brand new apartment, you want to keep it looking the same and you want it to look nice. So everything you put in it, I think it's gonna improve it. And I've seen every apartment I've been in everyone's done a different thing, a different idea. And I just love to see all the different ideas that people have done.
If a building holds up and looks great in 20 years, you're thinking about community. You're thinking about the users having a wonderful, fresh kind of environment to be in. But it's beyond the materials. It's kind of the way the building is planned. The fact that we have this large courtyard here and that people have this kind of communal lifestyle can create natural kind of connections between your neighbors. You're sort of open to your neighbors when you're walking by. It's classic. It's like a motel in a sense, but in a way that's good because it's communal. But the other part of it is sunlight. I'm an architect that grew up in Southern California. I'm a third-generation architect. I love light, and to me, creating a large light-filled courtyard or large balconies that bring in south light will always create an environment where people are going to be comfortable and happy and feel uplifted. And the fact that you just sort of feel the breeze. We've opened up the west side of the building with a large aperture so that breeze can flow into the courtyard. I think it's for all those reasons that the building will always feel uplifting emotionally, but hopefully in time the materials will hold up as well. Green architecture is the most important event in our industry really in the last 100 years. It's critical that we do it. It's critical we're focused on it. And I think we're just going through that learning curve in that time when we're experimenting with different systems. And it's like with the calculator. At first you had this calculator that was as big as a room, and you add 2 + 2, and now you've got things this small and they cost nothing. It's just going to take a little time for solar panels, solar water heating systems, wind-driven system, all these systems to really come down in cost and really be integrated into our buildings and be affordable. Right now, we're kind of in that time where things are being developed and we have to be patient with it. But there's nothing more important than the green elements.